What legal thing are you addicted to? The internet in general. I hardly read anymore or do things I used to enjoy. I'm just hooked on the internet. Same. Yesterday I saw a thread about hobbies people have started up since the pandemic started, and I've never felt so unproductive. I saved the thread to get ideas for new hobbies, but here I am, still on Reddit. What was the thread? I want to feel unproductive. I'm like a chocoholic, but for alcohol. Now what would you call that? A beverage enthusiast, a fermented liquid connoisseur, an avid bottle collector. Sugar, spice, everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction. Gambling on the stock market like a degenerate. Caffeine and cigarettes. Ah yes, the ultimate laxative combo. I call it the triple C combo: coffee, cigarettes, and crap. This explains my father's morning constitution. Apostrophe. It coincides with a shut, shower, shave. Corn nuts. On a less joking note, sleep medication. God, why are corn nuts so good? Flying. Flight Simulator 2020 is coming ahap. Drinking water. Hail hydrate. A fellow hydro homie. Caffeine. It's actually a very physically addictive drug. I drank a shitload of coffee in high school. Didn't understand how dependence worked, so I drank increasingly more coffee because I didn't consider that it was the direct cause of me being constantly tired. Just figured I'm an excessively tired guy. I need a lot of coffee. Eventually got to the point that I was literally swallowing whole coffee beans and chasing them with Red Bull before work because I'd be so tired I couldn't even function if I didn't. Eventually smartened up and realized what was happening. Stopped drinking caffeine cold turkey. For about 2 weeks I was straight up feverish. Felt like a zombie. Could barely move or think. Eventually it started getting better and I suddenly had more energy than ever. Now I'm careful about it and don't overdo it, but there are still people in the office who will literally get migraines if they don't drink a few cups in the morning and absolutely need it around 3 PM. It's pretty normalized in society. Fun fact, the headaches are because when you drink coffee, it constricts the blood vessels in your brain. So when you drink coffee every day for a week and then stop all of a sudden, your blood vessels open up wide and the added blood flow causes headaches. Damn. That is a pretty fun fact. Yeah. Though, I think we'll need someone with more than a cursory knowledge on the subject to explain why the added blood flow causes headaches. Coffee. I'm a basic B*TCH like that. But last Sunday, I decided to stop coffee cold turkey to see how long I could go without it. No headaches, no irritability, no symptoms whatsoever of withdrawal. My heart rate low. Sleep was better. But, God, was I so bored without my cup of coffee in hand. Yesterday, I caved and had a cup of coffee. And it felt like I was having the most exquisite, delicious day in the story of my life. Goddamn. I was so happy. Sipping my coffee, humming happy songs. So, yeah, coffee addiction. Legal, but still an addiction. Decaf. People roast me, pun intended, for it, but I really enjoy the flavor of coffee, so I will have a normal cup in the morning to get my day going, and a cup of decaf at about 3 because I just like coffee. But don't want to rely on caffeine. It might just be the placebo effect, but I feel good after a cup of decaf in the afternoon. I believe that decaf coffee also contains caffeine, just much less, so not zero caffeine, which could be part of why it makes you feel good in the afternoon. Walmart sells generic fruit snacks that I swear have crack in them. I actually have to limit myself to only buying a box every 3 months because I will inhale them. The smiley face ones. Being home office because of COVID with my wife and 2 dogs, I have never been so much happy my entire life, and I'm scared to go back. I got laid off in March and am waiting on money. It's simpler to explain it this way. I have a newborn and my wife makes a shit ton of money. After the army, I'm very much enjoying my peace. I never realized how much of my anxiety and depression came from working until I realized I honestly don't have to. If you can afford to be a stay-at-home parent and you enjoy it, just do it. We are moving in that direction. I start back to school next semester. Alcohol, cigarettes, PRN, TV, my phone, my sleeping pills. Basically anything I've ever tried. Well, at least you'll never be addicted to sex. Can't believe you've done this. You've killed this person. The burn unit is maximum capacity today. Holy shit, that came out of nowhere. Alcohol. I have my firstborn on the way, and I need to stop. I started drinking heavily when I moved out on my own, with roommate that also drank as much as I did. At 19, we constantly hosted parties at our apartment, and I started really drinking after I ducked up my relationship with my first true love. Not gonna get into that too deeply, but TLDR decided a relationship with a coworker would be better. I was wrong. Worst mistake I've made. I've worked my way from a 1.75L bottle of Sky every 2 days to now, where I drink 9 out of 12 of a 12 pack of White Claw. I've made progress, but I still can't end the day without getting drunk. My S/O puts up with it, as I'm not lazy or aggressive, but I know that I need to stop. I get upset easily if I can't start drinking after work when I want to. I often get angry with my S/O if she wants to get out of the house after I've come home, because I'm ready to start drinking and do laundry, cook for us and her daughter, and do whatever other task I make up that needs to be done, so I can stay in the kitchen drinking while she sits in the bedroom playing PC games with people she's met online and has a better relationship with than me. Typing this all out feels good. I gained 80 pounds in the 2 years since moving out. I'm 26 now, will be 27 in November, and have stayed at around 280 pounds since gaining the weight in the first place. I'm 6'7", weighed roughly 190 pounds before moving out of my dad's house at 19. But I've started getting back into skateboarding and running. Also eating a lot cleaner. Alcohol really ducks you up. I know I'm not in as bad of a situation as some, but that doesn't mean it's not as serious or not as big of a problem. I need to be there for my son, and especially for my fiance. I need to stop. You got this. Change your phrases of I need to I'm going to. Seems like a small difference, but it takes you from predicting failure to budgeting progress. Man, if you find you're having a hard time quitting but want to, I have to recommend talking with a doctor and asking about naltrexone. I swear I'm not a pharmacial or anything. This shit has been life changing for me and my partner. Just makes it so you can have a drink and then put it down like a regular person. I appreciate the response and the recommendation. Glad to hear it worked for you. Be safe. PRN edit. I had originally posted this as a joke, but after seeing some of the things you guys have posted, I realized I'm legitimately addicted to PRN, and it's ruining me. As of Monday, August 17th 2020 at 2:35 AM with 169 upvotes, I will be PRN free. I decided to quit PRN about 6 months ago, and only have watched a couple of times since. What I found useful was reading up on the negative side effects to jumpstart my motivation. Every time I overcame the urge of wanting to watch, it became easier to overcome the urge. The negative effects you feel from not doing it just prove the benefits of not doing it. I have a highly addictive personality, so I can easily get hooked onto things. For this reason, I've always stayed away from things like gambling. My family is notorious for addictive personalities. One of the many reasons I've avoided booze and cigs like the ducking plague. As far as booze, I feel the loss of control to be extremely frustrating. Also, feeling blah after a bender isn't addicting. One of few bad things I've tried, but didn't get addicted to. Coca-Cola. Just love it, man. Cold Coke in a can is the best. Mexican Coke in a glbud bottle, would like a word. It's divine. People will give me shit, but I'm hopelessly addicted to tramadol. Been on it now for 14 years. I don't feel high off of it. But I do feel the slight antidepressant SSRI effect it has. It's like taking a great 8-hour prescription strength ibuprofen. But better. Really helps with the numerous different things that cause me pain on a daily basis. And cigarettes been smoking since 9th grade. Tried to quit 16 times without success. Edit. I think the tramadol is more dependence or dependent than addiction. Tramadol withdrawals are no joke. It's kicking an opiate and an antidepressant at the same time. At this point, is it actually keeping away real pain, rather than taking away the increased pain that comes from withdrawal? Anyway, good luck. Chapstick. I can't go anywhere without it. Oh, me too. I cannot focus if my lips are chapped, so I gotta moisturize me. Oh, I'm drying up, moisturize me. Sunflower seeds. Garlic bread. Gummy peach rings. Diet Coke. Coke Zero for me. It's the nectar of the gods. Coke Zero vanilla is where it's at. Wish they made cherry vanilla Coke Zero. They do. Or did. Pandemic destroyed that. Too. Can't find it. Hugs. And my vibrator. But mostly hugs. If only one could purchase a giant hugging vibrator. Imagine getting a so. They hug you. And you ask, can you vibrate for me? And they do. And love. Getting really high. Changing the color saturation on my TV to crazy purple and red and green. And watching old Godzilla movies while getting more higher. That sounds awesome. I should try that sometime. Coffee. Red Bull. I would love nothing more than if they made an energy-free Red Bull. I'm in love with the flavor now and can't have any after 11 AM. Meltdown Smarties. Equal parts Smartie juice and Robitussin. That perfect Red Bull flavor. Calm down, Heisenberg. Baking soda. What? So you're more of a baking powder kinda guy. Sugar. I quit eating it for over a year once. The first 3 days I had a migraine and the shakes. I try to stay away from it, but am definitely still addicted, and every few weeks I binge on it. All sugar or just sweets? Do you eat stuff like bread which is lower in sugar, but still has it? I'm trying to lower my sugar intake right now, but I'm starting, and mostly failing, with sweets specifically. I try to stay away from all sugar and carbs. I've been on a carnivore diet for the last 6 months to help with my autoimmune issues. It does help immensely, but sometimes it gets so monotonous that I go off diet for a few days. The sugar cravings pretty much went away for months when I first started carnivore. I'm not sure what brought them back so badly this last month or two. Technology. You can say video games or PRN, or browsing Reddit or Netflix, or whatever other addictive thing there is related to the computer or even your phone. It all comes back to the time sink that is our addiction to technology. I'd say technology is just form of consumption. You can still be addicted to PRN or board games without technology. Weed. About to light up now. Even though I told myself I was gonna stop smoking a few weeks ago, write down that goal. When you set it, write it down somewhere in big letters. Masturbation. I think IDK if it counts as an addiction, but recently I wasn't in the right mindset and was just craving the dopamine rush. So I've been masturbating almost daily for a year now, and covered honestly doesn't help. I can stop, I think. I went about 2 weeks once without doing it, but quarantine has made my boredom masturbation sessions more necessary. Eating insane amounts of food and throwing it all up. Repeat multiple times a day, every day, that my friend is called bulimia and you should seriously consider getting help. Thought I would be shouting into the void with this comment. Didn't expect anyone to see it. Thanks for the concern. I have been in treatment for eating disorders for years. / That's some serious stuff. Best of luck in getting over it. Caffeine duck me. This is like the 3rd time too. I get the most B*TCHIN headaches when I try to quit. It lasts for like a month. Subway's chocolate chip cookies. They are just so much better than anything I can make myself. Heat them in the microwave for 15 seconds, and they taste as if they just came out of the oven. Reminds me of cookies my grandmother used to make. Reading. Love going out to the local nature reserve with my hammock and reading for a good 4 to 5 hours. I've noticed before that depending on the tone of my book, my mood will change. Once, I did an experiment where I stopped reading hours a day for a while. I was cranky for the first week, and then I felt the same as I would be if I was reading a light-hearted book. So I've literally suffered from reading withdrawal. Golf. Leaves me tired, irritable and in pain, but the high from that one good hit is the good shot. Kratom. Do not let those duckers fool you into thinking that it isn't horribly addictive. It is. Not just mentally. Full-blown physical addiction. About the same level as cigarettes in my experience as a 40-year-old lifelong smoker. Yeah, the subreddits make it sound really innocent, and it can be. If you abuse it with high amounts and daily use, it was a nightmare to quit for me. I didn't sleep for about a week. Some people get flu-like symptoms and of course you have to deal with cravings. Over-exercise and energy supplements. Caffeine, nicotine, internet. Not giving up any one of those three. Try getting good at Minecraft building, and I mean really ducking good. That's a top tier addiction. My phone. Video games. I'm surprised I had to scroll down this far to find this. Hello, fellow video game addict. I'm not even good. I just mindlessly play. I'd love to be better, but I won't put in the effort to get better. Playing League of Legends since beta, Silver 5 scrub. Playing Guild Wars 2 on and off since release. No legendaries. Never did fractals or all dungeon paths. Almost 300 hours in Civilization 6. Highest difficulty I won regularly is Prince. I cheesed deity with an exploit, and every time I would try to get better, it just devolves into clicking buttons as they come up. Whiskey. You should try whiskey. Very different. Soda. To the detriment of my teeth. Mark my words. My children will never be introduced to soda. Good for you. Soda is absolutely terrible nowadays. People way overuse it. It's supposed to be a treat, like ice cream, not a water replacement. I know people who literally only drink soda. Open bracket. Can't believe I don't see Adderall anywhere. I simultaneously wish I never tried it in the first place, and also recognize how much better my life is because of it. When I was in 6th grade I was put on Adderall for rad. It worked well for Martinian. But at the end of the day it gave me mood swings so bad I would scream at my parents and hit my brother, and I even made a suicide attempt. Also I never ate, so I lost like 20 lbs. Finally my psychiatrist took me off of it. I'm now on a different non-stimulant med, and I'm so glad. Comedy. Blue Gatorade. Tic Tac. Now hear me out, I didn't make a spelling mistake. I actually meant Tic Tac and not TikTok. It'll never have as much self-control as someone who can eat one and then put them away. Once I start, that whole bottle's gone before I do anything else. I eat them like a drink. I just pour the whole bottle in my mouth. That's why I always get the big pack. I don't know whether I'm addicted to Adderall or just very fond of it. You aren't addicted unless you are cutting your lawn at 3 AM with scissors. Law and Order SVU. Elliot Stabler is a man. Sparks. Mangus. Especially South Asian mangus. If you put me in a room with a case of mangus, there aren't going to be mangus left for long. Maybe work. The whole world is helplessly addicted to sugar, but nobody ever wants to talk about it. That would be the result of carefully executed marketing and funded research. Pizza. Diphenhydramine. If I miss a dose, my sleep is like being stabbed in the head over and over again, while I have semi-conscious dreams that I can't escape from or wake up from. I went through that a few times, so I know it wasn't just an off occasion. I was taking about 2 recommended doses a night. I've been cutting down on the dosage and probably take about 1/3 of the normal dose. But damn, I don't wanna go through that again. I'm sure if I just cut off cold turkey right now I'd be fine. Same here, but in a much different way. I tried it because of its delirant properties at high doses. I can't recommend anyone stay away from things like Benadryl more, as a sleep aid or allergies. Anything but on the rare occasion, stay away from DPH. Sucking my thumb. I'm 13 and I still do it. Nobody knows except for my parents and my sisters. They make fun of me for it though. I don't know why I do it though. It might be cause I had my pacifier taken away early, so I started sucking my thumb. Or it might be a coping mechanism cause I'm stressed all the time. Either way, I can't stop. Edit. Thank you to everyone who has commented on this. You've all been so supportive and have given me some great advice. I'm really motivated to kick this habit now. I sucked my thumb until I was almost 18 years old. What got me to quit was every night right before bed I would paint my thumbnail, and that eventually got me to quit. I tried that. My parents made me. And it was one of the worst tasting things in my life. Until one point I just screamed to myself, frick this, and just sucked my thumb until it all came off. I hope I learn to stop soon. You can do anything you set your mind to. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you want more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. You are helping me a lot. Thanks again.